Masachet Shevuot Daf Chaf Chet Amud Aleph, around 7, 8 lines down. Matthew, I have a question against what Rava said. Rava said earlier that if someone swears on a loaf, but he left a little bit over, he can still be matir. He can do hafarat nedari on the Shevuah rather. Matthew, I have a question. Mishnah Darshten Nezirot. If someone made two nazirs, he said two sets of nazirut he wanted to do. Umar Rishon, he counted the first one Vishla Korban, and he set aside a korban to sacrifice for the first set. Then he asked the Tamid Hacham to do hafara to annul the first set of Nazirut. Al Talo Shnia Barishina, the second one pops in place of the first one, and we see that even though he finished the first one because he already set aside the korban, he's able to still annul it. So how come by the bread he can't annul it even after he ate the bread according to the Ravad? The Gemara says no. Over there's another case where he didn't offer the korban yet. Since he didn't offer it, it wasn't fully done yet. If the Nazir offers the korban, we see that if the Nazir it's the Homar case, but the practice Homar case where he actually offered it, he's still able to annul it. So that would be the equivalent of us of eating the whole bread. The question's back on. The Gemara says it. Yes, he brought the korban, but he didn't shave his head. That the Nazir shaves his head after the Nazirut, that's when the set of Nazirut ends. Therefore, he's able to annul it. Gemara says but the Brata also says that he shaved his head and he can still annul it. The Gemara says no, Nazirut karamit. You're bringing a question from Nazirut into swearing. What caused the second vow not to take place during the first shot? Rishonah, the first set, the ihna, and the first set's no longer there. Therefore, the second one could come. Once he annuls it, the second one pops in. But that doesn't apply by bread. Where it says, even if someone swore he won't eat bread and ate the whole thing, he's he's able to get it annulled. Even if he went against it by accident, he just has to bring a korban. Even if he did on purpose, he's just not getting malkut yet, but he's still able to annul it. Where it says aval kafatu al amud, but if they already tied him to the post, like we see in Makot, you tie him to the post to give him malkut. You can't get it annulled anymore because it's considered that he already got whipped. As we mentioned in Makot, part of the punishment is getting tied up. Someone gets tied to the post for Malkut, the Rasm Batin, and he escaped. Patur from getting things. So the Gemara says, it's not a good comparison. Hatamrat, over there, when he ran away, that's what makes him Patur. Hachaloras, but over here, he did not run away. Therefore, he did not get his punishment yet, and therefore, he is not exempt. Okay, Marava. If the guy makes a conditional Shavua, I swear I will not eat loaf A if I eat loaf B. Okay? And then he ate the loaf B by accident. And he ate loaf A on purpose, not knowing that he activated the Shivua. Patur is patur, because it never took place. Let's say he ate the first one, which activates it on purpose. And then the second one, which activates it, he did by mistake. And the second one, which is the actual Shivua, he ate it by accident. Because he was over on his Shivua by accident. Shtem b'shogeg, if he did both by accident, patur. Shtem b'zid, he did both on purpose. If he ate the loaf of the condition first, loaf B, then he ate loaf A. Mahayav is chayav. If he ate loaf A first, then he ate the second one. It's right? We had this before. If we hold that because you're in a state of safek. So in a case of state of safek, is machloket whether or not you're able to get punished, right? Because if you ate loaf A, and then it's contingent on B. Sorry, if you ate loaf B, which is contingent on A, the contingency, we're not sure if you're gonna eat the second one, which is asur. So according to the one that holds that we don't mind giving you a warning while you're in safek, then you're b'chiyab. The one that lav shma hatraba, according to me, holds it's not a good warning. Patur, what we had earlier. Okay. The guy said 2 loaves are asur to him, and he said that one is dependent on the other. Lo achel zu imu zu. And he said, I swear, I will not eat this loaf if I eat this other loaf. So I won't eat A if I eat B. Lo achel zu. And then he said the vice versa. I won't eat B if I eat around A. Let's see, he ate one by mistake and one on purpose. And then he ate the second one by accident not knowing the other one, basically. Patur, patur. Zubit Shgal Atzma v'zdanu v'chavartelas, he ate the first one without knowing it's Asur, and then he knew the second one's Asur. V'zubit Shgal Atzma v'zdanu v'chavartelas, then he ate the second one by mistake without knowing the Asur. Chayav v'chayav. Shtem Meshugeh both by mistake, patur. Shtem Zid the one purpose, Ashiniya v'chayav v'chayav makut the second one. Arishna patur b'yachamash lakish, then say machloket regarding the second one because it's a case of Safek. Amar B'mari Yavna Taniya v'Elsu Mishnah. That says something very similar. What's the case of a mistake in neder? The guy says it should be this item should be asur to me if I ate or drank today. Then he realized, shoot, I did eat or drink today. The guy says let this be asur to me if I were to eat or drink today. Then he forgot and he accidentally ate or drank. Mutar, in both cases are mutar because it wasn't done with the right intentions. Either he didn't know that he over drank or he accidentally drank. /8. Tanlan says over there, Kishem Shenidrei Shaharot, just like over there, the mistaken nidres are mutar. Kach Shevuot Shagam Mutarot. So too, a mistaken Shevuah is mutar as well. And therefore, if a conditional Shevuah is triggered by mistake, it doesn't count. Efa, Taneh Shevuot Be'Rabah. Efa learned the halachot of swearings by Rabah. Paga be'avim be'achua, his brother Avim Mered. And like a good brother, starts testing him. Marley says to his brother, Shevuah Shlo Achalti, Shevuah Shlo Achalti. The guy says, I swear I won't. I'll take an oath that I didn't eat today. Then he said again, I take an oath that I did not eat today. Ma wasavacha. And then he was wrong. Marleh, if I says, one. Marleh, his brother says, made a mistake. The first one was already a false oath, and therefore he doesn't bought the second one. Therefore, he's have two for swearing falsely twice. He asks his brother another question. Abimi asks, if a guy swears, I will not eat 9 figs. Then he swore again, I will not eat 10 figs. What's the halacha? Mahu, what's the chav? He eats 10. The second one counts or not. Chayav v'kol v'achad v'achad. Eva says chayav for both. Amalei says no. Ishtabash made a mistake. I said lo achil. He can't eat 10. Sorry, itesh lo achil. Esed lo achil. If he already swore on 9, he can't eat 10. And therefore the second one never happened. He's only chayav once. Shvuah shelo achil esed b'tesha. Third question he's asking his brother. His brother's going to strike out for the third time. If a guy swears I will not eat 10, and then then he swore again on 9, he eats 10. If I said only chayav once, because the second one doesn't count. Amalei says no, Ishtabash, made a mistake again. Because because if he swore the first time I won't eat 10, he still had to eat 9. And therefore when he swore 9 and he eats 10, he's chayav on both. The Mishnah starts defending Efa. He says, okay, the more like we see elsewhere, someone swears, I will not eat figs and grapes today. Then he swears, it says, and then he says, I won't eat figs today. Okay? And then he accidentally ate figs. He brings a korban because he made a mistake. Then he actually ate grapes by itself. Since his grapes is considered only half the amount of what he was chayav for, and therefore you don't bring korban for half. Achanami said over here regarding the case of Aifa. If the guy said I swear I won't eat 10. Then he said I won't eat 9. Then eat 9. The fish korban brings the korban for the 9. Then he ate the 10th one. That 10th one is only a partial amount for the first Shevuah. And therefore he won't be chayav the second one. So Abaye comes to the defense of Aifa, who otherwise struck out against his brother's question.